जिन्दगी विथ तारिकमा यहाँहरूलाई स्वागत छ। आजको भिडियो एकदमै इम्पोर्टेन्ट हुनेवाला छ। आजको भिडियोमा मसँग मलाई एकदमै मनपर्ने जुन सब्जेक्ट छ जसको बारेमा म सधैँ मेरो भिडियोजमा चर्चा गर्छु, बुक्सको बारेमा, बुक्सलाई म जसरी प्रमोट गर्छु, त्यसकै क्रममा आज नेपालकै एउटा राइटर जो चाहिँ दुईटा नोभेल लेखिसक्नु भएको छ, जसको बारेमा म हाम्रो सन्दीप कटेल सरसँग सुनेको थिएँ र योभन्दा अगाडि उहाँसँग भेट्नुभन्दा अगाडि एउटा मेरो चाहना के थियो भने उहाँसँग बसेर यसरी उहाँको बुक्सको बारेमा डिस्कस गर्दा एउटा राम्रो क्षण हुन्थ्यो भन्ने लाग्थ्यो मलाई र आज त्यो दिन आएको छ। आज मसँग हुनुहुन्छ दुईटा बुकको राइटर्स। बुक्सको नाम म तपाईँहरूलाई बताउँछु। यहाँलाई मेरो युट्युब च्यानलमा स्वागत छ।
Thank you, Tariq. It's a wonderful pleasure. As a Viratnagarma, wonderful city. This is my third time, and being welcomed so gracefully, I feel honored and blessed. Thank you very much.
तपाईँको विराटनगरमा फर्स्ट टाइम हो? It's the first time?
No, this is my third time, but I don't remember last time when I visited. It's been a long way back. I have blurred memories, but this is the fresh start, and I'm loving it being with you.
That means after a long time you are here.
Absolutely.
How you feel here?
Amazing. I mean, the weather is just perfect. I mean, obviously this is winter, peak winter, but you know, coming from Kathmandu, I'm not have to wear all those heavy jackets. That's a kind of relief. So talking good things about weather in Viratnagar right now.
First of all, from my side, तपाईलाई धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद for the two books you have launched, and these are really very good books. Yet I have not got chance to read those books. And in the days to come, I will really read those books. So म तपाईलाई तपाईको पास्टमा when you started from your life from as a Nepali, त्यहाँ लान चाहन्छु in your past. Where did you born?
Okay, त्यसको लागि मैले तपाईलाई विराटनगर भन्दा धेरै टाढा लानुपर्छ। पूर्व I have to take you सुदूर पश्चिम.
Okay.
म बैतडी भन्ने ठाउँमा जन्मे। त्यहाँ म 3 वर्ष बसे, पछि मेरो बुवाको जागिर भयो शिक्षा मन्त्रालयमा। उहाँको सरुवा भएपछि त्यसपछि मैले काठमाडौँमै अब स्कुलिङ काठमाडौँमै सुरु गरे, काठमाडौँमै हुर्के। त्यसपछि अब आफ्नो गाउँ बैतडी पाटन गाविस त्यो बेलाको, अहिले नगरपालिका भइसक्यो। त्यहाँ जाने मौका पाइयो भ्याकेसनमा, र लकिली मलाई त्यहाँको भाषा पनि आउँछ। 3 वर्षमा आउँदाखेरि हामीले घरमा पनि भाषा बोले हुनाले अब त्यही भावनाले पनि आई गेट सो कनेक्टेड, हैन? त्यो भावनाले सुदूरपश्चिम भन्दाखेरि कसैले तँलाई भाषा आउँदैन भने पनि मलाई भाषा आउँछ भनेपछि म फुल सुदूरपश्चिमेली हुँ भन्दाखेरि आई फिल प्राउड.
If I talk about your basic education and then higher education, then where did you start your education from?
Okay, as I just said, I started my education from Kathmandu, the school named Gyanodaya Bal Batika. I got my +2 from there itself. Then I did my bachelor's of English from Purvanchal University. Though I did that in Kathmandu itself, but that's the first time I ever landed in Viratnagar because my university convocation happened over here. So I have that good experience about Viratnagar, soft corner about Viratnagar. And then luckily I got a chance to go to USA to get my further studies. So I completed my Master of Arts in Liberal Studies from the University of Finlay. And then I also did cinematic arts that really enhanced my writing skills. That's why I penned these 2 books. And after that, recently I completed my Master in Philosophy and from Kathmandu University as a development expert.
Okay. If I talk about your relation with writing, your relation with books, when did you thought that, yes, I should also be a writer, I have capacity, I can be a writer? When did this thought come in?
Okay, I have to go back to class 8. Okay, in my school we had like, it was not a book writing, we had that school gazette. Okay, we have to write you know, any piece of writing. So first time I gave them the poem, and first time from my class there were like so many submissions, my writing got published. I have the copy, like special one. And then I thought like, okay, I can be a writer. Then every year 9, 10 it got published. And then okay, my writing are getting published, where my friends' writing were not getting published that time. So obviously I thought like I had some natural abilities in terms of writing. So after that in +2, we had that nationwide competition, AC competition. So out of like maybe 1,000 students, I won the 5th prize. I won't lie. I would have said first, but no. I won the 5th prize. And then in my colleges also, I started writing. When you like write and you get money, that's the thing happened. I started writing for some magazines and they were paying remuneration for that. So that's the thing I started, and I have a collection of everything which I started writing. Then slowly, when I went to USA, as my topic liberal arts, we have to do a lot of writing,
Yes.
and I started writing short stories. And in my university, they used to have writing competitions. So I participated in 6 competitions, and I won 6 competitions. So
Wow.
I came to realize, like, okay, I have this special writing talent. Okay, it could be the heredity because my dad happens to be a writer too. And then I thought, like, okay, let's go for a big one, because when you want to be a writer, okay, had I been a doctor, my basic ultimate goal would have been I want to be a top surgeon. So I have studied literature. I wanted to be a top writer. So I have to start something. So I started penning the book. So from class 8 until now, I have 2 books. I write articles on national dailies regularly. So this has been my writing journey. Just the start, I would say. I have a long way to go, and this is it for my writing journey.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Furthermore, if I talk about your first book, a novel, Rockin' Rolling Rolpa, this one, the name itself carries so many things about our Rolpa.
Absolutely.
Means whenever someone read this, he or she might be thinking there is some connection of Rolpa in this book. When did you thought that now I am capable, I can write a book and I can connect my country with some other country?
Okay, talking about this book, my first book, it has such a special meaning because first book, first love, something that is first is always have a great connection. So talking about this book, how I started writing. Actually, in my when I was doing diploma in cinematic arts, we have to present a paper of a short story, right? So I had this concept of like 2 chapters, and with the how I'm going to start the plot. So I showed it to my professor, and he told me, like, okay, yeah, you can. Actually, he was very impressed and said, like, you can go for a full-page novel. If I'm liking it, hopefully many others will like it. So, and I always has wanted to connect Nepal in my writing. And Rolpa is going to be a special name. Okay, the name is Rolpa because I wanted to rhyme rolling Rolpa. But this Rolpa means it's ruler Nepal.
Yes.
Okay, any rural Nepal. It could be Baitari, it could be Okhuldunga, it could be Khotang, it could be something, something far where the development is little less. So this will not only talk about Rolpa, but the rural Nepal, and you can get really connected to it when you are reading. And I got reviews. Okay, I have like more than 500 reviews in Goodreads, and where I really get happy. There are random reviews, obviously, and when somebody say, when I was reading that one, I get connected to my village. The name was different, but they thought like Rolpa is their village. So that makes me really special about the title and writing the book.
Okay, that means you started writing this book when you was in America.
Yes, absolutely.
If I talk about the time period you took to write this book, how long it was?
Oh, you're talking about the time period I used. I used a good 2 years to complete the book from the first day I started. But I put the book on hold for 5 years because I thought like I will get it published from big publication. Got rejected a few times. And the J.K. Rowling in the making, maybe. And then finally, one publisher from India accepted it. And by the time I started, writing, in the time frame of 8 years, quite long time, the book was out in the market.
After the publishing of this book, did you, in the beginning, did you thought that my book, I'm from a Nepali writer, and it will be the national bestseller or international bestseller? What was your experience? If I ask you your experience, because when we launch something, when we do something in the very beginning or for the first time, there is a kind of fear inside. What was your experience at the beginning of the launching?
I had mixed feelings. For that one, I had some, pre-reviewed this book, and I wanted to target young generation. So I distributed the soft copies to maybe 20, 30 people, and they said they really liked the book. And if I can do a good marketing, they said I have a big scope. So when the book was initially launched, and I started, like it's the word of mouth, people liked it and they started referencing it to them. And I have a connection in USA because lots of my friends were in USA. And when my university promoted the book in their circle, it, sold like a hotcake at that time. So it eventually became the international bestseller at that time. And right now also, word of mouth. Right now I'm giving interview to you, not because for anything else reason, because we are connected through the book. So this is how it worked, and slowly and steadily started doing good. And right now I'm getting invitation. So today I'm here in this beautiful city, Biratnagar, because one of my friend, Sandeep Kattil, has written his first novel, A Patch of Heaven. So on the launch program, I came here. So this is how I'm getting it, and the book is doing pretty good.
Listed in the Hollywood database. What does it mean?
I mean, Hollywood Database is my publisher. Okay, the Patrice Publishing, when I initially published it,
Yes.
they put the book that have a potential movie kind of content. Okay, in the Hollywood library.
Yes.
So now, after realizing that, I got some of the directors said that okay, your book has been listed in Hollywood database, and we are going through it. And when we think that this book is going to be a good one, they're eventually gonna make movies out of that. So they're still in the review process. Okay, if they think okay, they want to make a movie on a book which has a travel, okay, we have adventure kind of theme, they will probably go and review this book. And if they get interested, I have my finger crossed. I might get an email or a phone call. So this is how it works. It's just listed, and if they're interested, they were gonna pick it and let me know.
I wish you all the very best.
Thank you very
so
much.
that tomorrow, in the days to come, we please can see a Hollywood movie based on a writer's novel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, to go in some extent inside the book, what kind of theme it contains? Why a reader should read this book?
Okay, first of all, readers should read this book because this is a very simple story of a American guy named Joshua. He comes to Nepal. Okay, why he comes to Nepal? I'm going to keep it as a suspense. You got to know it.
Yes.
And now, imagine you don't have language. He cannot speak Nepali at all.
Yes.
He has never been to Nepal. And the setting is 90s. Not much of internet. He cannot trace any information about Nepal. But he has to stay here for 3 months. So how can he stay? Imagine yourself. Put yourself in Josh's shoes, and you'll know how it is going to unfold. And he's going to make a conclusion about Nepal. Good conclusion, bad conclusion. That's something your readers will know, and he will start comparing the cultures. Okay, American culture, Nepali culture. Sometimes they find Nepali culture is too good. No, American culture is too good. So now he is all in that cliffhanger, which one to promote better. So this is how the book moves, and you will know about Nepal. So as the subtitle tells, Know America. Like the first, okay, let me show you. Like this much of book is talks about American life. Yes. So you will know so good thing about America. Now, I have put a little bit of Kathmandu because I cannot ignore Kathmandu because going to Rolpa will take Kathmandu. And remaining, this is Rolpa. So now, an American without language, he is going to Rolpa. Imagine. So this is the concept, culture, about America and Nepal.
After listening to you, it feels like I should start it right now.
Absolutely. Do it today.
Okay, I will, definitely. Now, the most important thing comes in context of Nepal. I know in America, English is very good. Easily, one can get all things. But in context of Nepal, we are still very poor in English. Understanding is quite low. So if I talk about its writing and understanding, who are preferable? If a student who passed his +2 or 10, can he or she get all the contents inside it? How much difficulties in reading this?
Okay, I have to tell you the truth. Rocking Rolpa is basically meant for the student in Nepal who have passed their high school, +2.
+2.
Because, there are a few contents that might be a little disturbing for somebody who are very young. Okay, for +2, I think, yeah, the writing is basically very simple. But, obviously, being an international novel, there are a few words. But isn't that an opportunity they can learn, like,
Yes.
from this book, I will guarantee, they can learn at least 100 new words. And for the price, it's a good deal, right? And the story is always a bonus for them. So, for +2, it's well recommended. But international level, I have made a video, my youngest readers, somebody from grade 6, somebody from grade 8, they are sending me reviews. Yes. So in Nepal, yes, they can do it. It's not like, I cannot say they cannot do it. But the most preferable readers are somebody, above +2 level would be like they will really enjoy and get the in-depth content of this novel.
Okay, thank you. That means those who have completed their +2, they can also read this book.
Yes, absolutely.
After this first book launched and it took a market, and many readers loved this book, and it is not only the end. You have even completed your second book. If I say what inspired you to write the second book, what is the connection between these two books? So what?
Okay, actually, Rocking Rolling Rolpa talks about Rolpa. and Josh spends is 3 months. Okay, that's the deal. He completes it. Now, when I was writing it, I left some points open. You know, whether I want to develop the book for the sequel or not, I left it with the audience. So when I started getting those raving reviews from my readers, they want Josh to continue his journey further. So I thought like, okay, you know, when my readers demand it, I should take the pressure
Yes.
happily and start writing it. So I let Josh continue his journey, and this makes a package. So it's a complete journey. If you read this one, yes, one adventure finished. When you read this book and the adventure added, and Josh's whole journey completes in both books. So this is actually the connection between Josh's character completing his journeys. But if you just pick this book, let's say one series complete, new adventure happens, and that gets completed. But when you read this one, complete package.
Okay. Will be the third book?
No, on this character, I haven't left any room to make it a third book.
Yes.
If I have to make it, like, it will not be Rolpa. It won't be this connection. But I might want to use the character if my audience, if my readers demands it. Okay, they want to make Josh do something different. But I'm not bringing him back to Rolpa and all those. So maybe, but for now, right now, it's a no.
Okay. Thank you so much. You have given two very valuable things to Nepal as well as all those people
Thank you.
who love reading. So now, connecting to reading culture, when we talk in Nepal, still it is very poor. Nowadays, youth generations have no time in reading because most of our time we spend on a screen. But somewhere what I found is reading is must. Everyone must have in their life at least 10 minutes. If I talk about, if I say, what should you suggest to the young, to the people to whom this book must be read?
Okay, yes, Tariq, you have raised a very, I will use the word sensitive issue regarding reading culture. Reading culture is not flourishing in Nepal. I have to be, rude having said this one. I published this book, and it's so hard to sell book. I could have sold more book, but people are more into their phones these days, apart from the book. And thank you to you, how you are adding brick to promote reading culture by, promoting books in Biratnagar and all over Nepal. So, reading cultures, but the good thing is, there is always a silver lining in the dark cloud. Like the colleges are promoting this one. And I have visited so many colleges just to say, okay, I want to promote reading culture. Will you give me a space? I think 50% allowed me, and I started doing shows and tell them the importance of reading culture. And like when you read the comments, there are amazing comments. The comment which I like the most is, okay, this happens to be my first book. I started loving to read. I'll read more books. I don't know. They can read any books. They should read. My theory is they should at least read one book in 2 months. That's it. 6 books in a year. You should do it. That's the rule.
If I say any 5 books that you suggest to the audience, to those who are watching us right now, your favorite 5 books, please.
Okay. 1 is You Know It. 2 is You Know It, my book. Yes. Okay. 3 is I will recommend you. You can read Khalid Husseini's book. The Kite Runner is amazing story about Afghanistan. Yes. And once you get into his book,
The Thousand Splendid Sun.
Yes, Thousand Splendid Sun, wonderful. Make sure you carry your handkerchief. Yes. It will make you sober, cry, and all those. And right now, since you want the 5th book, yes. Okay, I'm invited as a guest. I have to promote this book, A Patch of Heaven. Wonderful story. If you like suspense, yes. If you like, theme regarding greed, power, redemption, yeah, pick this Patch of Heaven as your 5th book. And first, second, for reading culture, I do not limit you anyone in language. Okay, pick Subin Bhattacharya if you want to start it. Pick Buddhisagar Basyal. Okay, pick Samrat Upadhyaya. Okay, if you want to pick, we have our Pokhara writer, a very young writer, Sugam.
Yes.
Sugam, his book Loafer,
Yes.
Dear Mamta. A good book to start with because if you can get the good content from Nepali writers, why not do that? And our Saguna ma'am, who is the founder of Bookaholics, she has translated a book, Kansa Maharani. this book, you know, if demand is fulfilled by Nepali authors also, I mean, you can try them also. And I mean, international books are always there, which you have to read it, you know, some way, you know, as a part of your assignment or part of your interest. So there's something else. I suggested more than 5, right?
Okay.
Maybe author.
Yes. Thank you so much for important time for this Zindagi with Tariq, where I talk with people. I love to talk with people to what they do in their life. I hope this reading culture will grow in Nepal in the days to come, because writers like you are needed in Nepal more and more. Because as you also said, I have also said that reading culture is very poor yet in Nepal. So thank you so much for important time to me.
Thank you, Tariq. The pleasure is all mine. And in this beautiful city of Biratnagar, talking to you with Zindagi with Tariq, where you want to talk to different people.
Yes.
And this is just the start. Okay, I will be talking to you more after you read my books. I'll be back in 2 months, so we'll have our time. Thank you. The pleasure is all mine. Thank you, Tariq. Just promote reading culture.
Okay.